up, homies? We're gonna do a cooking show. So get yourself 2 pounds of onions, a couple pounds of mushrooms. You're gonna need some tortilla wraps. I'm gonna do a mukbang today. Cooking show podcast, and then I'll film myself eating the food that I made and I'll feature it so you guys can see it. So get ready, it's gonna be a great show today. Thank you to thousands and thousands of people liking and sharing my videos. Great day. Stay hydrated. The protein shake right away. I can't believe how much snow just snowed. We must have got a foot. It's unreal. All right. Let's start cooking. I'm hungry. Scrub my hands, scrub my toenails, scrub my fingernails, brush my teeth. I'm so spick and span, it hurts. You'd never know how old I was either. I look good for my age, I'll say that. I'm gonna wear my Rick and Morty shirt. This means a lot to me, this one. You know, Rick and Morty is real, eh? And a lot of people just don't get that. So, now you do, because I told you. Okay, socks, underwear, get it all going today. As always. Alright. I vacuumed, I mopped, I washed the walls and the windows, just like give them a light with the Swiffler, but yeah, I did it. And then washed the door handles, light switches. I am painting down the hallway, so I scrubbed the walls down the hallway. They were clean, but you know, you want to make sure there's nothing there. You know, your paint to adhere to the wall nice. Heats up, so it's drying. Everything's drying. Finish up painting this evening later on, but should I wear pants? To pants or not to pants? I'm not gonna pants. I'm gonna skip the pants. But I am gonna wear my vest, my lucky vest. Alright. I'll probably wear my Adidas fleece pants here in a bit, or whatever these are. Maybe I'll put them on. I think I'll put them on. I'm catching a chill. It's not that nice out today. It's like minus 30, snowing. A foot of snow and it's minus 30 degrees Celsius. For you Americans, you're calling in the army when that stuff happens, you know what I mean? You guys are freaking out. For us, we just complain a little bit, we go drive to the grocery store sideways, and we move on with our day. Welcome to Canada. What does this guy say? Oh, God. I love people like that. That's so funny. I'm gonna pin your comment because you're a goof. Just being okay. All right, guys. Time to start cooking. Okay. Just wipe down the stove. Get her all ready for cooking. Fill up the water jug. It's quite blustery out there, so I'm always on fleek, always on point. When I know it, I know it. I call it, I see it. I watch the Doppler, I watch the radar. Everybody else sticks their hands in their face and start crying about it. I saw it coming, you know what I mean? Here we are. So, making it the world's tiniest sheet pan of this stuff for dinner, that makes me sad. You know what I mean? It makes me sad. I should make 2 sheet pans and then I'd be way less sad. You know what I mean? I don't think I have another one up here. No, I checked. But we're going to have a good time with this one. We're going to make this really good. We're not going to open up anything yet. We're going to dry these out at all. We're going to have a protein shake as well. I've left that in there. That's okay. Let's get this stuff to the recycling bin. And let's start cooking. What a beautiful day in the kitchen, you guys. Probably going to go live on the other panel there. I hate to get a tripod though. You know, I don't want to use, I'm not doing it, you know. I'm over here, I'm on this channel, and this is where I am. Some dude in the chat says you guys have to repent your sins. So right now, everybody could run out and buy a book an old white man wrote right now. Hurry up. Go buy a new book. They're pawning off as some ancient old book, but you can clearly see it's a brand new book. And then just start feeding into their mob mentality as quick as you can and screw up everybody else's lives with your new religion. Because you know, so, like, I mean, imagine if I went around telling you that you guys had to do hash all day. You know what I mean? That's what kind of goofs religious people are. When you bang on someone's door all day, you're like, hey, did you do your hash today? Did you do? You can fuck off. Okay? You guys are nubs. Absolute nubs. And only the smartest people in the world see it, right? The rest of you are all... There's so many things y'all are. It's not even about just one thing. It's like sad, depressed, lonely. So you choose a lifestyle that, you know, makes you feel less lonely, right? But you picked a lifestyle that's absolutely corrupt to the core. And then now you're trying to make other people understand why you're so screwed up, and can you join me and be screwed up with me? It's like, holy crap, man. Where were you before you found Jesus? And what were you doing that, you know, you say, I got to repent. What the fuck did you do that you gung-ho grabbed a book so fast and you started reading some fake bullshit? You know what I mean? You screwed up worse than I did. I didn't do nothing that makes me feel like I'm obligated to, you know, repent. Creepy ass people. All you repenters are sinners, and sinners are creepy old men that you go to a little wooden box, confess your sins to no one, because that's the patheticness you truly are. Think about that. Think about it. And remember, you repent your sins to no one. You tell no one what you did, because you're greasy. You're greasy. And I figured out life. You don't have to understand it. I grew up with a guy who was the greasiest. He was called my dad at one point, but he broke that. He never will have that opportunity to hear that because he's not a good person. And the things he did are unforgivable. The way he raised children is unforgivable. Tell me I gotta repent. You people out there telling other people they gotta repent, there's something wrong with your brains. I'll say it again. I don't run around telling people you gotta do this all day. But people tell me all day what I gotta do. You know what I mean? And I see through, you know, these simpletons. They call a simp. When you run around and you do the same thing fucking everyone else does every single day, you're a simp. You're a son of a simp. You don't understand the meaning of simp sons. I am son of Thor. You are simple people who have never been. original, free, in your mind or in your being, your daily life. Somebody tells you how to be. You're simps. You gotta keep that shit clear. Don't get it twisted, because there's a lot of people out there that are gonna be like, oh, dude, you don't have a BMW and tell people lies all day on Sunday and collect $300,000 a year? Fuck that, you're not as good as me. Bro, I'm telling you straight up, anybody collecting money off anyone in Canada right now on a Sunday is the devil. Because no Canadians fucking have money. And there's only one fucking person that sits atop a purple fucking chair and sits there all day and collects diamonds. You join that crowd, think of what I think of you. And fucking trust me, there's a lot of simps out there. Can't see the shit right in front of your face. So yeah, me and you not same. People who are religious are very simple people. You don't have to look too far to see it. You know, you don't believe in dinosaurs. Well, maybe dinosaurs didn't exist. Maybe they were dragons. Maybe these are bones of giants, right? It's just a large femur bone. Whether it belonged to a four-legged creature or a two-legged creature, it doesn't fucking matter. These things were massive. Giant creatures lived on this earth. Their bones are all covered up all over the earth by the same groups of people that tell you to read the Bible. So, I mean, simps are fucking everywhere. Everywhere. They come in, every single entity is made up of fucking simps. Historians, religious people, bankers, because you do exactly as you're told from an absolute AI bot at the top. Absolutely 100%. So great, you guys all think you're extra and all this and that, but if you look into the lifestyles you fed into and the people who profit off of the shares and control the world off of the shares you pay into, you'd quickly change your fucking life in a heartbeat, because the system is designed. The only way the system fails is if you stop, right? And if you stop everything, like you have to stop everything. And then you would see that you would still be people would still have power. There'd still be water, but you wouldn't pay for it anymore. You wouldn't have a fucking electric bill. You wouldn't have a water bill. Because these, like, what are the, you tell me right now, where the fuck are these people going to hide? You have to understand something. They don't want to hide. They don't want to have to go underground and drink fucking piss water on year 3. So they're make-believing this shit as hard as possible right now. And you guys are fucking falling for it like ducks. Like ducks in a row. Like, I can't think of something that less brain cells than a fucking duck eating a little piece of bread out of someone's hand. I've been alive a very long time, and I've seen all kinds of liars, cheaters. Every race. I know every race lies. It's not one race lies more. I use old white men because I can't really say it. Fucking Karens in this country would have me on a stake in my heart. You have no idea how harsh Canadian bullshit is. You know, the only way I can is if I only diss my own whatever shade of fucking greed that I come from. You know what I mean? You guys don't see that. But I'm a genius and I know how to keep myself safe. I always told you guys, let me take the brunt of it. I'll say the shit that you're way too much a pussy to say. Obviously, go look at how little you did, how little you said, how much you mocked me, you know? Now you all are in the same boat. I'm the fucking captain. You're just in my boat, bitch. You gotta understand that. Remember how I told you I recognized the color was blue all along? I could see it from far. I didn't need anyone to tell me it was the color blue. Now here we are, all these years later. You guys are like, yeah, the color's blue. I'm like,
Are you fucking kidding me? Like 7-year-old stream saying it's blue, bud. But no, you run out and listen to something that could give a flying fuck about you. Awesome. Again, Simps raised you, right? Look, you can tell. Simps raised you. The level of ball sack you had to go out on your own, do something was what? A 0. So you fucking had 0 life experiences now. You're 50. You know what I mean? Now look. Oh, you think traveling on a plane is life experience? Fuck, you need to wake up quick. Go somewhere with no money. You know what I mean? Let's see you move. Let's see how you get down. Yeah, I really think a lot of people are, misled in life, and it starts with your parents, right? Your parents are the ones who, I firsthand, I have family that's super goody. You know what I mean? Super goody. Look at every rich person and quickly see how they were never a goody. Go look at them. But you want to be rich, right? So you're off to a really fucking good start. Goof. You know what I mean? Yeah, sure, your parents were probably really smart back in 1950, 1970. But since the world fucking changed in the last, 1999 was a long fucking time ago. Computers came out, but everyone had a computer if you had money or if you were smart. Okay, those are the two things, ifs. If you had money, you tried computers. Doesn't mean you were any good at computering. Just means you had money, right? If you were smart, you did whatever you fucking had to do to get a computer in your house because you knew the power. Computer is a tool. And everyone's like, oh, AI is a tool. Yeah, well, it's a fucking computer. Number one, and a tool is more of, it's a machine. A machine and a tool is like a garden hoe or a fucking rototiller. Okay, one is awesome, one is gonna need a lot of maintenance and repair. And yeah, I said the garden hoe is awesome, right? But a machine like a computer, fuck, fine, like a book, I guess you could say a dictionary, but look how many volumes of oh fuck, we changed this is now different, this is said like this, so that shit doesn't fly. A dictionary is the biggest scam in the world if you think about it, because when I was in school there was something called the fucking Webster's dictionary, and you had to buy the new one every year to learn the same fucking words pronounced or spelt a little bit different. Are you fucking kidding me? I was in grade 4, 9 years old. I knew what the fuck was going on. I'm like, this is fucking insane. I was poor. You know what I mean? I fucking shared a dictionary. I didn't have it on day one or whatever. I didn't have half the supplies I needed. I was very poor, and that's okay. I had a pencil. I blew everyone away in math. I got 96% in science. I fucking never studied for a test. And I was smarter than the teacher when it came to addition, subtraction, multiplication. They had to use calculators. I was doing it in my head. So y'all can fuck off. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter what you came from. It's what you are. So it doesn't matter what you have or how much money you have. It's what you are, right? I'm a machine. Are you a fucking hoe or are you a fucking combine? You know what I mean? You have choices in life, right? Don't let people define you. Biggest mistake I ever made was allowing someone to define what the fuck I was in life. That was a big mistake. I named myself, I created a life for myself, and I made sure I was happy. None of these things, no one else can make you happy in life. Don't forget this shit. No one makes you happy. You make yourself happy by loving somebody so much, seeing something in somebody that melts your heart. That's love. It's not because somebody loves you, you love them back. It's a complete it is an ebb and flow in life, but it's a complete give. love is charity. You give your love to anybody and they could hate you on the other end, but you still don't hate them. In fact, you love them, right? So you might be too stupid to understand, but maybe one day you won't. Not being told what to do on Sunday every day, and acquire your own conscience. Have your own conscience. Don't have a fucking feeling. Have a conscience that guides you in life. You'll make it way further than any fucking book can ever teach you. Ever. Conscience is all natural. It's all around us. It's everywhere. When you walk out in life, the sun shines, that makes your conscience happy. You know, when you go for a swim on the beach, or you lay on the beach, or whatever the fuck you like to do by the beach, that makes you happy. You know what I mean? Your conscience is glowing. If you see somebody in pain, struggling, if someone's on fire, burning, you're like, holy fuck, you're freaking out. Your conscience isn't happy. But there's devils out there that get off on that. So think about the type of what you are. Are you a devil or are you a good person? It doesn't mean you're fucking religious and you're Christian, or you're named 60 religions right now. All you goofs. You know what I mean? Start naming stupid fucking religions everywhere. You know what I mean? You're all mindless weasels. One religion is consciousness. And when you have morals and values, everything else goes to the wind. You don't need anything in life besides a conscience, morals, and values. It will take you further than all the books written about the gods in the world. Most of the books, for instance, have an actual a moral to the story, but it's not always so necessary. Like they say, don't hurt anybody. Yet there's fucking books. There's these books, religious books, that say this dude killed this dude, or took out these fucking beat his sons to death. Like, what kind of fucking book are you reading? You creepy old fucks. You pass this on to your kids. You're like, let's read this story tonight. Oh, fuck, do I got a goodie for you, little Johnny. Fucking goofs, man. So I will never sit down and have a conversation with somebody about religion, because I know how stupid you are, and you won't drag me down to your fucking shit level. You know what I mean? I didn't grow up fucking with one friend and they fucking hated me. I had hundreds of friends. Sure, a couple of them fucking did stupid things, and I made one of my buddies eat cat food. Okay, he was a bit of a dick at school. I brought him to my house and I fed this fucker cat food. A bag of Doritos, a bunch of old cat treats, and I put them in there, and I was, oh fuck, I'm good. I put some Doritos stuff on my face before I put him in there. Took him out to my Alma's fucking front steps, sat him down. He grabbed the bag out of my hands before I knew shit was gonna go like that, and he started fucking just munching. And he looks at me about 45th bite, and he goes, "What's in here?" And I just fucking burst out laughing, and I said, "Buddy, you just ate fucking cat food, man." Is he fucking... I'm not even going to get into it, but we were playing soccer, and he was all dirty. Seriously, this is a thing. Don't fuck with me. I'll make you eat fucking cat food. I shit you not. But, yeah, that was like fucking 9 or 10. You know what I mean? Like, I had just moved, and fucking... Like, this guy thought, I guess this was his thing, to be a bully to somebody who was new, right? So I thought I'd fucking slap him around. We went back to school. I told everybody, bitch ate cat food, and oh, fuck. You better believe who the new fucking king of the castle was. Don't fuck around. You will find out. And also, I should probably mention this. There's nothing he can do about it. Do you think I'm a puss? There is nothing you or he or his older brother can do about it. Yeah, you don't even understand. And I was brand new there, but you just don't understand. The shit that I've seen in my life, in 5 years of me being alive. I don't care who the fuck you are. I've seen more shit than you will ever imagine. In 1985. So, I don't know. Some people think they're tough. Some people think you can handle stuff. You can't. Just wait and find out the hard way. You know what I mean? So many people out there are big talkers. Oh man, is it hilarious. I've seen people cower my whole life. You get a chance to show me if you're actually a boss, eh? But the lack of, doing anything, remotely heroic in your lifetime is that I've ever even heard of is there's zero, right? So you're not what you claim to be, right? All y'all dudes out there, shave your beards, dye your hair pink. I'm sure there's a good live stream going on TikTok right now. Head over there quick. Get over to TikTok real fast, guys. You belong on TikTok. I'm just saying. So once you get to this point, oh, did I watch a funny video? I watched a funny video today. Oh my god. Funny. I laughed out loud. I'm from Winnipeg. I don't even know what happened. Apologize, Louis Real. Mr. Louis Real, I apologize for laughing out loud. I'll explain what I meant by that. Winnipeg is a harsh city. People who are good here go through they go through hell. Good people in Winnipeg don't do that good here because you don't side with the devil. You know what I mean? You don't buy into the devil's BS. And you absolutely ain't going to do the devil's bidding. So as soon as you don't do that, Winnipeg will start to hate on you. Because that's what Winnipeggers do best to any good people, any good men. Because your conscience is a weird thing, right? Especially if you're really evil. Your conscience will guide you in a manner that's completely unsettling. It'll take you and push you down a path of, you're trying to mimic somebody who's good, but you're so shitty that it comes out even worse than before. You know what I mean? I'd give you an example, but I feel I'd missed the mark right off the bat. So over your head and under your feet type of thing. But get an oven on, turn an oven on, get some olive oil in a pan. That's organic olive oil. Get some onion in there. And you're going to season that onion that you've diced up and got in the pan. You're going to do that twice. I'm going to do a second onion. It's going to be a stinky evening. I'm telling you. Let's see if I'm onto something. I owe a bunch of farts. A bunch of dirty old farts. So I might make my famous farting recipe and then figure out how to fart on them. Real good, you know what I mean? Be like, I didn't even, beg my pardon, I had no idea I stunk so bad inside. This one's my favorite dish, though, going lately. I can't even help myself. I think I had this 5 days ago. Don't quote me. Hey, hon, do you remember when we had Mexican? You know the day? Was it Friday, Thursday, Wednesday? Okay, thanks. So we're going to find out exactly what day it was. I can't live without this dish, though. This one's super tasty, too, so. What? I thought she said something. So 2 onions in. Now we're going to do garlic and herbs. Some salt. I gotta wash my hands. Wash this spatula off. I need protein. I need to grab some almond drink downstairs and have a protein shake, so we'll do that. I need the jalapeno peppers, which should be here somewhere. Yep, got some jalapenos, and we're pretty much good. We're good. We're just gonna get some of this in there. Oh, and then I gotta make my dish. I think I want a bigger sheet pan, but that's just gonna make me eat so much more. I'm pretty happy about that, though. I think I'm gonna get a bigger sheet pan. We're gonna chop up these jalapenos so it's not too spicy. We'll do it on the cutting board there for the onion. We're gonna add a little bit of the juice as well. This is so good. Okay, now we're gonna whisk this around a little bit, and that looks perfect. We'll add our jalapeno and our onion. I was gonna add the mushrooms, but I think I'm gonna do mushrooms maybe tonight. It's hard, probably not. It's already 4. But I didn't eat that much today. Oh, I have a little piece of focaccia bread. I can have that. That excites me. We're out of cashew. Oh, I'm out of cashew cheese for now. I have another one, but I'm not opening it till later on. Like Friday, maybe. Because it's only, I don't know what day it is. It's Tuesday today, so Tuesdays are good days. I'm going to probably have a sleep stream in a while. I'm so tired, man. I slept about a half hour, 45 minutes, I think. I'm not really sure. Roughly 45 minutes, I would say. So I'm actually going to cook down my jalapenos a bit, and that's going to burn off some of the terps. So this is a little trick of the trade if you got some pusses in the house. If you got some bunch of pusses in the house and you like heat, but you can't cook heat because of a bunch of pussies. This is all for me, by the way. My wife doesn't want any of this. She's a total puss for the heat. I am too, but I love the pain. I love the pain. More pain, more heat, more pain. You know what I mean? Man, my first year on YouTube though, I did 3 or 4 bottles of hot sauce with my 4 burritos on my couch over there, 7 or 8 years ago. 2 platefuls of hot sauce. I drank it off the plate when I was done. And I mean, I ate 4 bottles of hot sauce. They were from Mexico. They were super spicy, extra spicy, and then I had another one. Holy crap, man. I was sweating. I sweated a towel that day. But I think something happened after that. Like, I used to sweat when I had, like, spaghetti sauce. I just started fucking sweating, yo. I don't know what happened, but, like, I started to sweat when I ate french fries and stuff, eh? So I got permanently sweat now, you know? So if you ever meet me and I'm sweating, like, hey, I'm sweating. And you're not going to meet me anyway. No one can meet me. I'm far too sexy to meet. My wife says I can't meet anybody. Way too good looking, she said. And if I already met you, you seriously lucked out because I'm not meeting anybody anymore. Also, I gotta say, like, I'm not really into people, so, like, everyone's cool, but just stay over there. You're cool over there. If you ever show up in my house, I won't be cool. You know what I mean? So choose wisely what you do in life. That's all I can tell you. You make your own choices. You know what I mean? But just remember, my apple tree loves fertilizer, so. And I'm Viking. You know what I mean? What you might think is a game might actually be game over for you, you know what I mean? So you got your onions, 2 onions. I was going to do the 2 packs of mushrooms. I didn't. I'm going to cook them tomorrow. Maybe tonight. I love mushrooms so much. I'll probably do a bit of mushrooms, cremini mushrooms tomorrow in the afternoon, actually. So, just so you know. I got a bunch of stuff I got to get going. You know, I gotta get a bunch of stuff going. I'm way too hot for YouTube. I'm starting to realize that, though. Paramount Pictures, call me. You know what I mean? And Jack Reacher's gonna get old one day. You know what I mean? Probably eats meat, so like I'll do Jack Reacher. You can airbrush the abs on me. You know what I mean? I'm about 6'4", you know, with shoes on. On a fucking stool. You know what I mean? Get some. The shit you can do with AI now, though, like I saw a reindeer can inflate to like 7 feet tall. So just make me 7 foot tall Jack Reacher, but make me look like me. You know what I mean? Really get the ladies hot. You know what I'm saying? Might be too hot for television. I'll have to put it strictly on Netflix. Paramount Pictures and Netflix only. You know what I mean? Skip the movie theater. That shit's going downhill quick. Fuck, my YouTube channels get more views than the fucking movie theaters. Seriously. I don't know if you've been checking. I have. It's hilarious. You show me 15 fucking thousand people in Winnipeg yesterday went to a movie. Ha! You're lying. Can't even get 15,000 people to go to a Jets game and a football game in the same day. Nobody's got cash anymore. They're gonna have to start digitizing the crowd at the Winnipeg Arena because the tickets are so expensive. Not to mention, like, to live in Winnipeg, it's pretty expensive. Our water went up, or they keep talking about hydro going up. It's like, you know, if it was so not lucrative, then why is it a fucking business? You know what I mean? It should be subsidized by the government, and that should be the end of it because everybody needs power. Anybody who runs a business and profits off of power should pay a 10% fucking surplus tax to the fucking repair side of repairing and generating new power options, right? Oh no, fuck no. Make the poorest people in Winnipeg pay the same as the richest people in fucking Manitoba that are profiting hand over fist off the electricity. Our system, and then you got to look at now. I mean, I can't, there's things I can't say actually right now because I'm just going to have it looked into. And it's fucking, Manitobans are being robbed. But I'll explain in a video where it's not like somebody can backtrack and say, no, it's not like that. I'll explain. You tell me how a guy at the top can make so much money every year, but the company's losing money, right? And I'll ask some other questions tomorrow to Robert when my wife's not here, so I want the whole house to myself. And then I'm going to explain to you how this shit makes them money, costs us a fortune, and we're stuck fucking footing the bill. Like, we get it taken out of our hospital budget. Our road budget is affected because they need more buildings with more power to sell off to Americans. You fucking serious right now? Manitoba's worried about power, and we have just enough to cover the businesses in Manitoba. How much fucking power leaves this province on a daily basis, right? If we had a business plan, you know what a fucking business plan is? It's where people plan a business ahead of time and make sure there's a surplus of power in place to be utilized for a Manitoban business, right? Tax paying, right? Contributing, right? No, let's make sure fucking America gets our power quick. And you tell me right now there's not something going on at the top. You just tell me. Because none of that shit I just said made sense. I'm going to prove it with actual fucking words. Companies that are fucking getting our power way too cheap. We probably fucking repair the transmission lines that go down south for them. You know what I'm fucking saying? So at what point do we make money off America? Right? But this is these doughheads up at the top of the fucking level that have no place being there. They're sellouts, in fact. I'll prove it tomorrow, though. I already did this. You guys aren't going to try and tell me different. Wait till you see the shit that I uncovered about American businesses that probably pay a little bit cheaper than fucking we pay here in Winnipeg. Businesses. Remember I said keyword American businesses. It's time for Wob Canoe to get involved, though. Once I bring this to the table, Wob Canoe's gonna get involved. And give a fuck about Carney. Carney doesn't have any say in the province of Manitoba, and he's not going to in the future. All they're trying to do is tax us at a high level with all this green fucking fees, all these green taxes that these mindless 40,000 people in Canada, mindless people, have initiated basically the demise of Canada because of all of the green fees we pay in Canada. And we're going to go over that the next day, not tomorrow, the day after. And I'm going to show you how bad it is. How much things went up since these people had a voice in Parliament. It's fucking bad. Bad. Real bad. And everyone's like, oh, the environment. And then you vote Conservative. You know what I mean? You cared so much, but you voted Conservative. Go look at how the Kyoto Agreement did for Canada. You mummies, you complete doughheads. Go check out the Kyoto Agreement. I can't even spell that fucking word. It's hilarious. Like I said, I've been around a long time. I'm an old dude that's really smart, and you can't fucking lie to me. You can't. So imagine if I was an actual fucking person that got shit. I'd get shit done in a heartbeat. Heartbeat. I'd be like, you're fired. Fuck, we need to dig into this creepy ass looking motherfucker right now. So shifty and shady. He doesn't like being on my YouTube live stream. Check all fucking witness fucking records for this fucker's face. You know what I mean? The shit that I see, you guys wouldn't even understand. Yo, what? Wednesday. Fucking Wednesday. So I'm 6 days in. I'm itching for this right now. Itching. So we're 6 days in. Haven't had my Mexican dish. Itching for it right now. We've got our gurgling, bubbling right there. Oh, it's going to be awesome. Oh, what do we got here? Well, yeah, you guys go join a new religion tomorrow. It's going to be awesome for you guys, right? Join a fucking religion, guys. It's so cool. You know? I honestly think it's like, have you seen the movie where the alien like wraps onto the back of your head and you can fucking see the fucking weird scorpion alien hanging off the back of dude's head during the movie? And like all the other people have the fucking thing strapped to it too, except like 3 good looking chicks and then 2 awkward dudes with autism for sure, you know what I mean? And they're like the stars of the movie, right? Have you seen that shit? That's what I swear religion is. You know what I mean? Like I fucking walk around and fucking everyone's wearing a cross, got a fucking upside down fish on their car. Holy shit, you got Bibles for sale, fuck. You know what I mean? I do not like that kind, you know? I live in an area where it's like super, super religious, I guess, kind of like, I don't know how, yeah, it's pretty fucking bad here. And, I mean, they don't bother me really, like they don't come around anymore. They totally know I'm not religious. Like I go I'm outside painting my house and I am just swearing. You know what I mean? Swearing. I turn crosses sideways. As soon as I see a fucking cross, I'm sidewaysing it. You know, you can't tell what's going on, but you can tell something's going on. You know what I mean? But yeah, I didn't have a good experience in Sunday school. Whoa. How do you even explain what kind of creepy ass person? My dad took me to Sunday school because he's a fucking creep. And he did horrible shit, right? And he was feeling guilty, right? Which is like, that's a feeling that, you know, people have after doing atrocious shit. You know what I mean? And I don't fucking understand religion, you know? I don't understand people that are religious either. Because, like, how fucking you don't see the aliens stuck to everyone's head like it's that obvious? You know what I mean? You can't even describe religion. It's so gross and like you can taste it. Tastes like a fucking dirty old pickle with moths on it or something. You know what I mean? You want nothing to do with it. And fuck, so I grew up like having to go to Sunday school one time, and I made a scene in Sunday school. I was 4 or 5 years old, and I just started fucking crying, like uncontrollably crying, because I could smell the devil in the room. Like it was, these people were so gnarly. I fucking kid you not. Gnarly ass motherfuckers, you know? And they reeked. They reeked. Not one of these people fucking showered and shit. And I was like, God damn, yo. And then they passed around this hat, and they're looking at me to put money in a fucking hat, and I was 4. You know what I mean? And then it passed to my dad. My dad's fucking looking in his pockets, a fucking loser. Eh? He's got cash. He puts money in there, but like I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Like I'm hungry. Can you buy me some food, you piece of shit, eh? And fucking, I just think back on all the people, and then I started crying like uncontrollably, even worse, because I was like, why the fuck are you giving this old fucking rancid fucking old folks home esque building cash right now? Like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I mean? But people are so easily, they know this better than anyone. Religion is a form of succubus on the highest level for your cash. Did you know fucking religions make a boatload of money every Sunday? Every fucking Sunday, religions make a boatload of cash off the people. And they're like, oh yeah, fuck, do we ever need it? And you see the preacher's on vacation again. He's going to fucking wherever, fucking name a place fucking preachers go to. Every 6 days, a fucking preacher's in another country. He's working so hard. You know what I mean? With his fucking $1 million house and his BMW. And his gold chains. Fucking silver diamond suits. Are you fucking kidding me right now? The only people that need your money are the preacher because they have fucking huge spending habits, man. But again, you can't, the alien on the back of your head and the fucking huge alien just hanging off the fucking back of your head and your neck, you can't see that. That's why I will never be friends with anybody who's religious. Because when I was a kid, religion was forced on me by the devil himself. Because the devil committed atrocities that are fucking despicable. Dis-fucking-spicable. And the devil himself thought he could be fucking saved if he just went and told some other greasy old fuck that smells like piss in a wooden box, hey, I did this last night to my family. Are you fucking serious, bud? You guys gotta grow up, wake up, and realize if there are people who are religious, you need to ask them, what the fuck did you do that you have this much on your conscience that you joined a cult, bro? You joined a fucking cult, bro. So, stay tuned, guys. We're discussing the topics that everybody is discussing, but I'm doing it the other way. I'm not promoting it. You know what I mean? I'm dispelling the myths of religion. The good book is about good people. It's not about God. God is you are made up in the image of God. Maybe you're not smart enough to understand that sentence. Something created us. There's a book called the Book of Enoch. You like reading old books, right? You know the book that the old religion, you know the book they cover up is the Book of Enoch. Because it's so far out there. And it's so far out, it talks about something coming down from the heavens and creating man. And that's the story they don't want people to bite into that apple, because it'll lead down genetic path. You know what I mean? And if you were smart and you used Google correctly in 1999, 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004, you would have found out that the human heart was not even there for a long time. It was added to our bodies. So, again, like, you have to think of the mother's womb with a hybridization process like a cloning chamber, okay? And you guys aren't on my level, and you're never going to be. But what I just described to you is that is the simplest way I can explain it, okay? So what they did was what I said just now. You can mimic a womb, by the way. They do it all the time right now in fake meats. They build fake meats in a laboratory. They build livers in a laboratory right now. They create eyeballs in a laboratory right now. The eyeballs were added to a human. Again, like you can't fathom it because you're really not on my level, but you have to think of like amoebas and things like that. This is what a petri dish is, right? So think of a lion, right? Everyone's like, oh, God created man on the first day, and then God created the lion on the second day, then God created the hippopotamus on the third day, then God created the giraffe on the sixth day, and then God created the crocodile on the seventh day, then God created the whale on the 13th day. You see how stupid you fucking sound, all you religious people now, eh? You see how fucking stupid you sound. So what actually happened was this is a zoo. This is a zoo. Think of an ant farm where you add red ants to black ants to fucking army ants to fire ants, and you put them all in a big ass ant farm. And some ant farms go to the east side, the Asiatic side. Some ants go to the fucking north side. Some ants go to the south side. And some ants stay in the middle, near the equator, in the equal part of the ant farm. You're thinking of something you can shake and hold in your hand. No, this fucking ant farm is like the skyline in Dubai. You understand? So all the ants can be there. But now those ants, they have babies, you know? They hybridize. Okay? But then you can take it steps further. You could pull shit out of them, and this is where I've already lost you. You guys are drooling and you're cross-eyed now. But let's say you wanted a fire ant to be an army ant, like to have the body of an army ant, but the traits of a fire ant. So it could have like stingy breath or stingy biters, you know, it would sting you and poison you. You know what I mean? You can make that shit happen. This is all simple shit. But you could actually take something that had no eyes and give it eyes. You could take something that didn't have legs, give it hands and legs. Okay? It doesn't mean it wasn't alive before. It was a different thing before, right? Like I said, an amoeba, but think past that. Think of maybe a monkey, right? Maybe something else that had a tail, but we no longer have tails, but we have a tailbone. So it's a leftover lineage of time that it may show evolution or it may show a genetic alteration that happened over time in the woman's womb through science. But most people are fucking too stupid to understand this, right? I totally know I have a fucking tailbone. I've seen Dragon Ball Z. Okay? That's an Easter egg right there. Go watch the beginning, the very first Dragon Ball episode. And learn something. Be a real person. Go out and be a real boy today. You know what I mean? Think about it. Why do you have a fucking tailbone? But no tail. But you have a tailbone. Think about it. Your ancestors, something else before they put you in a test tube and reworked you, was then put into some sort of simulated womb, or maybe it was a organic mother's womb. We won't know. I would lean towards that, but at the same time, you could do it another way. You could test tube baby it altogether, and I don't like that way. I think that way is deficiency, deformities. Of course, the natural or what we assume is natural is also a genetic, you could have crazy genetic deficiencies with that way as well. It may take tens of thousands of babies before you get a stable cross of this new species. But it will happen, and it would happen. It may take 100 years, it may take 1,000 years. But you can't teach stupid. What I learned very early on in my life as a person who loves to learn is that you cannot teach stupid. You can't teach people with an ego, and you can't teach stupid that has a huge ego. They are the dumbest in the world. Now, if somebody is all like, if you were to say to somebody, hockey causes cancer, you know what I mean? Like something stupid like that, right? You may think like, what the fuck? But then you start looking into it, and it's like, well, all the equipment they wear is plastic, and you're rubbing it off, it's sweating, it's sticking to you. Holy shit! All the BPA in your body, and you're like, well, fuck, you go down a rabbit hole. All of a sudden, it could be. You know what I mean? If you're smart. If you're stupid, people just go in the locker room. They're hanging their dicks over their buddy, rubbing it on their buddy. Drop the soap, I'll nail you, bro. That's the level of IQ I expect. You know what I mean? I expect it. So, and of course, hockey doesn't cause cancer. This was an example. That's how stupid. You gotta go back and say it again. People are just dumb. Ooh, I'm getting hungry. And no, I'm not even hangry or anything. I'm just upset that people are so stupid. You know what I mean? But I don't care anymore. I just think it's funny. I think it's funny how dumb people got in the last 5-10 years. Like, people gave up on thinking. You know what I mean? Which is fucked. Now you think you know something because you typed it on a computer. And everyone knows everything too. You can't be like, oh, I knew that already. Or something. If you say something, everyone tells you they knew it already. I always get that. Everywhere. I already knew that. I'm still doing it the other way because I'm stupid. That's what I get out of what you just said. That's what I get out of it.
Everybody else has a great way of telling people how to do something, but when you do it, it's fucking, oh my god, did you hear? That really smart guy that's never had a problem with anything just told me how to do something, and fucking I need help daily type of shit. You know what I mean? Fucked. Pretty fucking good thing you know everything, because this saves me the trouble of having to help you now. I grew up not knowing everything. In fact, I asked a lot of questions when I was young. And I never got really a good answer. That's how I could tell people were really stupid. You know what I mean? If I asked a question, maybe I asked 3 questions to someone, but if you didn't answer any of the questions very good or even give me like something that was fucking plausible, I labeled you stupid. You know, I didn't tell you. You just were fucking never asked you anything again type of thing. You know what I mean? Fucking, I don't live off fables and old wives' tales. Most of the growers I grew up with are stupid. Very stupid. And I learned that in 1999, I learned that. I got a fucking computer, I started actually learning, reading, you know, looking up grow papers from scientists who were all over the world. I'm not going to start naming countries, okay? I don't fucking need to prove myself to you. I'm a genius. What were you in 99 and what were you researching? Fuck. Well, I didn't quit researching, okay? 99 was a long time ago. I'm still doing the same shit. Like I said, me and you not same. But everybody's a know-it-all, I noticed, so. Fucking thank God I don't have to teach you anything. You know what I mean? You already knew. Oh. My dad was a know-it-all. And he was super poor. He was a fucking mooch. He was a loser. He had a shitty, super shitty old car. And he was a piece of shit. But he knew everything. You know what I mean? He was fucking so smart, but he had nothing. He did nothing too. You want to replicate that, loser? Just keep telling everyone you know everything. Fuck. Some of the funniest people are on YouTube, though. I admit that. They don't even know how funny they are. You know what I mean? The hypocrisies you live by and shit is just fucking phenomenal. There's a dude, Sloppy Heads. He spent the last 2 months in jail because he beat his wife, kicked his son's dog, did a whole bunch of horrible shit, all in a breath. You know what I mean? Knocked his wife's teeth out. Scared the shit out of his son, and a bunch of other shit. But this guy has spent the last 2 months in jail. Do you know where the fuck he went? He went to his mom's house, and he was playing Xbox. This guy is older than me. He went to his mom's house, and he was playing Xbox 360 before he went to jail. That's his last stream. I'm just in awe of the pathetic nature that a lot of you from YouTube, you thought he was cool. And I knew straight up, I was like, this dude, for starters, dude lived in a trailer. Nothing wrong with people who live in a trailer, but this dude didn't even buy the trailer. You know what I mean? Fuck, somehow he was like evicted from the trailer that he said he owned. I don't understand it. But she left. She moved to Mississippi. I told him straight up, I'm like, she doesn't love you, dude. I was like, how do you not see it that she's like totally left you?
He picks up the phone on his fucking live stream and calls her. He's like, I'm gonna use a fake name. Hey, Deborah. Oh, Hash is here in the chat. He says you don't love me and you left me. And I'm too stupid to see it. And I can only imagine the long pause that she took. And her reply was obviously pretty smart. She's like, oh no, I still love you. And yeah, no, we're still together. Fucking 6 months they haven't seen each other. It's his choice. The dude spent more money on probably crack than anyone on YouTube. Could have driven out there, flown out there 6 times. This guy's a meth head. This is your hero. This is a YouTube hero, you guys. This guy has a brand new fucking baby girl. Brand new baby. And he doesn't pay child support. He has a 10 or 11-year-old son and he doesn't pay child support. And this guy is you guys are fans of that piece of shit? Man, none of you are ever welcome in my chats again. None of you. Losers. Solid up. Oh, my cake, my fucking, whatever this Mexican pie is ready, yo. Oh, please shit. Oh, I am fucking gonna be in heaven here. And I hope to God that he's getting hooped and he's eating shit carrots right now in a fucking Mississippi prison. Like a bitch. You have to understand what I said. Like a bitch. You guys go fanboy on that right now. There's your boss. Look at your legend. And then the people who cheer this guy on, you guys are too scared to go on camera. 60-year-old fucking trolls from YouTube are hideously just conjoined at the hip. All of you traveled to his stream. It was so easy to find the 60 of you fucking old ancient fuckers. You know what I mean? He's got videos of all you toothless weasels with Coke bottle glasses and huge bald spots on top of your head. It's hilarious. He has the highest number of ginger viewers I've ever seen. So, again, you can't even make this shit up. The people who used to troll my channel are so unhappy with themselves that they came and threw hate my way because of how hideous you fucking look. Hilarious, bro. Not to mention you couldn't believe the cabbage I grew. The hash that I prepared. You know what I mean? Losers through and through. So I can't express enough emotion about how happy I am. He's rotting in a cage right now. And I'm about to eat my favorite dish and he's eating shit carrots. Losers. So, on that note, guys, I'm going to go on my 3rd or 4th channel here that's absolutely just busting nuts right now. And I'm going to go live over there. I am going to go live over there, folks. I might eat dinner with my wife, but I don't think so. I don't think so actually. She's kind of doing her own thing down there. I think I'm just gonna eat in the bedroom and watch my show and chill. I want to eat this damn meal so bad. This is my breakfast or lunch. I don't know what the hell I ate today. I had some cashew dip there, and I had a little bit of 2 slices of Satan's pepperoni. I'm calling it from now on. Fucking taste. I love Satan's pepperoni. Not even into dudes. Don't start emailing me. I'm still blown away by your comment. That is such an awesome comment. I'd read it out, but it'd make me laugh and giggle. I want to eat my food. Hi there. I was trying to be serious, so it's hard to when people are sending me funny comments they're so nice, but don't bust God. Don't do it. Hi there. I'm still blown away by your comment. Please leave more. It was fun to read. You can only comment on one video one time, or I'll block you. Don't be stupid, okay? I'm trying to run a fucking professional channel here. If you're a total goof and you want to have like a full book conversation with me, fuck off. Not into it. We'll get some friends. I got way too many. Most of them sell just hollow sacks. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm your friend, but I mean, see, for me, I choose my family and my friends. There's not like fuck, but I will be nicer to people who aren't my family, even if I don't. The thing is that family gets more chances to fuck up, and if you fucked up, then that's why I don't like you anymore. And if you can tell, right? Friends, I don't give very many chances to you. So if I still have you as a friend or whatever, you haven't done anything bad, then that's probably, I still call you a friend, right? But I don't want to go and hang out with you, if that makes sense. Like I guess it's an acquaintance. I have fucking thousands of acquaintances who may call me a friend, but I only limit you as an acquaintance. You know what I mean? You're never allowed to come to my house. A bunch of shit. You can't hug a wife. I'll fucking throat chop you so fast. I got tons of shit. You know what I mean? I'm a legend. You're probably a pushover and you can spend all day on a couch. I don't even know what that feels like. I'm not a bitch. I was raised by wolves. You were probably raised by, make up some hilariously funny shit that I can't say in Canada right now. It's fucking funny what I'm thinking. Holy fuck. Alright, I'm going live to show my meal. I'll see you guys on the next banger. Stay tuned.